the girls basketball team here to watch the women play in the season conference opener, So we're ready to roll. Tip knocked down and falls into the hands of D. Collins for the Huskies. And here's Wilson underway for the Blue tonight. And Wilson starts the scoring off first for the Huskies. They lead 2-0. And that was quick work from Huskies. A nice play having their starting five back in again. Wilson missed the start on the last ball game against Schreiner. It's been a long time since they played. Islanders had a game just before the New Year's break, a last-minute warm-up to see them working around as well. But conference openers get you a little wondering sometimes how you're going to respond in this. And a quick start so far as McGuire comes up on the side after another turnover, or first turnover from the Islanders. Wilson wants to direct traffic. Works all the way around. Trying to find McGuire. Does catch and shoot three from the top. That's a little off the mark. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Huskies ball. 1 minute gone here in the conference opener for both of these teams. The only game in action tonight. We really appreciate you being a part of it. Collins works. Criswell trying to steal it away. Knocks it out of bounds. Trying to keep her balance from going into the stands and tip it back. But Wilson was right there to get it. And if you look and you see a lot of fans standing, you'll see some of them here for the Islanders fans. It's tradition here at the university. Back down to Collins in the corner. Wilson as Cotton works around. Huskies running down on the shot clock. 7-5 now with a kick to Collins. And Collins' shot is a little wide. Westbrook comes down with a rebound and feeds out to Verano. Up to Criswell quickly. Off to Wilstead. And the Islanders respond with a nice play down the court. Tied at 2, and the fans can take a seat. Huskies now working again. It's Cotton. It's Paige Allen. Saw that pass coming, and pass intended to hit Cotton in a corner. Trying to work something back around inside. Huskies come into this ballgame with a 10th ranked offense, as I mentioned, and the 7th ranked defense so far in the standings in the non-conference schedule. They're 5-6 overall this season. They're 4-0 at home, 1-6 on the road. McGuire tips down inside to Collins, and that's a nice play from McGuire to Collins. McGuire's having a really good year herself. Wilson with us try to steal that one. Feeds over to Wilstead. Wilstead for a three. Just a tad strong. Falls into the hands of McGuire. Wilson up quickly, kicks out. Cotton has hit 4 threes this year, but that's certainly not going to be her forte. They're going to work to McGuire a lot for that one. She is leading the Huskies so far. A knockdown ball from Verano had it, feeds it to Criswell. Criswell loses it, going to feed to bounce pass back to Collins. And the Huskies lead 6-2. A little bit of miscommunication on that play there between the Islanders. Criswell had it knocked out. She works up again and feeds to Westbrook down inside to Paige Allen. Allen going to work around. Had it blocked, but they're going to a whistle. Joe Ollie appeared to be called. They're going to call it on 12, Amy Cotton. First team foul, first personal foul. Allen in the act of shooting, heading to the free throw line. Paige Allen this season for the Islanders, 36% shooting from the floor. Allen's done a nice job with that. 21 from downtown, 3 of 14, 58.6 on the free throw line, 20 assists, 3 blocks this season, 18 steals. All 5 starters for the Islanders have double-digit steals. They're knocking on the door of upper of 15 and plus every single Islander. Both free throws are good. It's a 2-point ball game. Here come the Huskies back the other way. Wilson staying, and McGuire's going to stay as a safety valve in the back. Now comes up and crosses over and with a little bounce pass and runs right by the ball and hands it right to Wilson. Wilson's one of those point guards. I've been sitting watching a couple of these games for these teams and preparing for tonight's ball game. And there's a knockdown ball as Verano tipped it. Paige Allen tipped it out to Verano. She's going to wait, feed to Mireya Aguado, who's in the ball game, the 5'9" senior out of Barcelona. Islanders work quickly And then reset. Verano with a fake inside. Tips it down to Westbrook. Westbrook shot unable to fall in there. Collins fights in there and gets that rebound. Still a 2-point game with 6:24 to go here in the quarter. Wilson worked inside for a moment, backs back out, resets their offense. 15 to shoot. And the corner, McGuire for a three. And that's just a tad strong. Aguado with a rebound. Aguado, the European. The Spanish players on the Islanders roster love to dribble behind their back to each other. Watch out for a no-look pass from time to time tonight. And a lot of drives. It's over to Wilstead. The pass back out to Westbrook. Westbrook with a drive straight in. No call, and rebound comes away to Collins. She feeds up quickly to Wilson. Kicks out to McGuire for an open three. McGuire shot again, a little strong. And Allen comes down with a rebound. Feeds to Aguado. Over to Wilstead. No look there to Westbrook this time. Out to Paige Allen with a little stop and pop. Allen shot not able to fall in there. Right off the front of the rim. Down in the hands of D. Collins again. Collins already with 3 rebounds in tonight's game. Wilson with Wilstead. And McGuire, 5:02, down inside to Collins. And they're going to get a blocking foul on Paige Allen. In the conference opener between the Huskies and the Islanders, it's the Huskies' ball. And the foul called on Paige Allen, her first personal foul, the first team foul on the Islanders here in the opening quarter. And a pass after Collins had it inside, trying to feed back to Wilson, knocked out of bounds by Verano with that left hand. 16 left on the shot clock for the Huskies. They lead by 2. Verano now all over Wilson. Says, okay, I'll try to dribble this out. Feed to McGuire. McGuire is one of those dangerous three-point shooters. And the ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off of Paige Allen. Off of Amy Cotton, and then Allen's out of it. 4 seconds on the clock, though, for the Huskies. Islanders defense trying to prevent another basket and force a turnover. McGuire's made 22 threes. She's one of those ones that can really affect the ball game. And Collins shot right there. You can see why she's the leading scorer in the conference. That was an easy floating basket. It's now 8-4. Islanders want to respond. Back to Paige Allen. Works around Westbrook for a long 2. A little strong. Cotton with a rebound. As Wilson has the call from Donna Finney. Wilson looking. Wilson's one of those point guards and players that never seems to be rattled. Ball tipped out by Mireya Aguado. Wilstead feeds over to Verano. Verano with a drive. Now back to Wilstead. And rolls out of bounds. Last touch by the Huskies. It's Islanders ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. The Islanders like to work fast. One of those things, if you've watched any of their ball games this season, they like to move down the court quickly. Aguado looking to inbound. Now they're going to change, and Verano's going to have the honor. Aguado's guarded by Collins, which is a little bit of a weird situation. You wouldn't normally see one of the best players on Mireya Aguado. Loves to come in off the bench, Mireya Aguado. One of those forces that love to bring up those bench points. And that pass from Paige Allen to Anu Wilstead on a zigzag play. Wilstead cuts inside, and the pass goes out of bounds. Islanders have turned the ball over 3 times early going. Same as the Huskies. Pretty evenly matched game so far in this contest. Huskies lead by 4. Collins again on another cut right down the baseline, and they're up 10-4. Verano across the timeline with 5 seconds to spare. Over now to Paige Allen. Wants to drive. Allen saves straight to the basket. That's a nice play design. And the Islanders get a response. Ball knocked out by Westbrook. William McGill subbing in for number 11, Paige Allen. McGill, the 6'2" senior forward out of Tampa, averaging 40% shooting from the floor, 6.5 points a ball game. McGuire feeds to Wilson. Wilson with a right hand, a little strong. Aguado with a rebound. Aguado quickly goes back around to Verano on the right wing. Back to Westbrook. Westbrook looks. There's Aguado straight to the basket. And the lefty's a little strong. Going to get it out of bounds. They're going to say last off the Huskies. 10 seconds left for the Islanders on the possession. And the officials are talking. And they're going to say, okay, they put 10 more seconds on the shot clock, so they put it up to 20. McGill with a pass over to Wilstedt. Back to Verano. Verano launching a three. A little strong. Collins with a rebound, picking up her 4th rebound of the ball game. All defensive. Collins already with 8 points, knocking on the door of double figures here by the end of the first quarter. Islanders get the possession on this one, and here comes Verano and the Islanders. Again, launching another three. This time, Verano's shot is good. 1 point ball game. 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. It's Wilson up the court, feeds over to Collins. There's what a block by Westbrook. Aguado into the front, quickly over to Verano with a nice up fake. Down inside to McGill. McGill with a fake, turnaround spin, and the friendly roll it home. We're tied. Pardon me. Islanders take a 1 point lead. Minute 26 to go here in the opening quarter. Collins on the left wing. McGuire wanted to catch and shoot. Islanders close the gap on it defensively. 12 seconds to shoot. And a nice shot from Amy Cotton. Huskies retake the lead, 13-11. Cotton, not one of the ones you typically see knocking down three-pointers for the Huskies. It's usually McGuire, Wilson, or Collins. And there's William McGill. The response not there, but Wilstedt with a rebound. Wilstedt puts it up, unable to get it down. Collins comes down with a rebound. McGill takes it back. Hits over to Aguado. Now into Wilstedt in the corner. Pass to Westbrook. McGuire going to be called on the foul. The basket's good, and it ain't one coming up. With the Southwest Conference Player of the Year last year, Lacey Westbrook. Shiskina was going to go in. Timmy Creswell checked in, back in the ballgame. Starter going in for number 24, Vio Verano. Westbrook, the best free throw shooter on the squad, the most so far this season. She's made 49 of 68, 72% on the year. She's 43% shooting from the floor, 71, 30 assists for Westbrook. And Westbrook has 1,000 rebounds, was recognized before the last ball game, needed to get that opportunity and accomplishment done. She trails Angel Reese of LSU. With Reese, I believe, has like 1,095. Westbrook, like 1,007. Leads up to Cotton now. The Islanders trying to force pressure in the back with the last few seconds. There's about 3 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and the shot clock is down to 13. McGuire wants to clear space. Off a screen. Throws it up high. And didn't try to. Was going to try to feed down inside. Makes the basket. They take the lead 15-14. And Criswell try the extended half-court shot. Unable to knock it down. So after either way. So these two teams play very, very well. Last year, it was road wins for both teams.
Go, Timmy, go, Timmy, go.
Islanders now starting off the second quarter as Criswell feeds over to Shiskina. Wanted it in the corner. Unable to pull it down. She's going to work back out and hand off to Criswell, who's going to work the point for a little while. Now hands back off to Shiskina. Shiskina, the transfer out of Georgia Highlands College. Won a championship there. Won the championship last year with the Islanders in the regular season. Aguado at the top. Wants to work down inside to McGill. Had it knocked loose. Westbrook trying to come clean it up. And a shot clock violation on the Islanders. The shot did go off the backboard. However, it did not touch the rim. Subbing in is Tove Caesar, the 6'1" freshman out of Stockholm, Sweden. As Inya McGuire goes and takes a seat. McGuire and Collins back and forth. They've played all 4 years of college together, and they played all 4 years of high school together. Those two know what each other are doing. Great teamwork working up. That pass from Collins. Tried to say I was hit on the arm. But that pass went out of bounds. Aguado now working. Going to pivot back around. Somehow now the left-handed shot bounces off the rim. McGill fights for a rebound between two defenders. Puts it up. And contact on number 11, Joe Ollie. I believe that's Ollie's first personal foul. It is. It's the first team foul for the Huskies here in the second quarter. And heading to the line is Wea McGill. 40% shooting from the floor for McGill. She's 33 from downtown. She's made 2 of 6 on the year. She would have had 3 of 6 on this season. One of those ones was knocked off because of a foul shot. And McGill's knocked both down. Islanders retake the lead by 1, 16-15. 1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Islanders working back and forth. Dangerous towards that middle line. But they were able to fight out of it. Caesar is going to hang on to a moment. Feeds back over to Ollie. Wilson stops, spins, reverses, throws it up, off the mark. Westbrook comes down out of it between Collins and Wilson. Feeds out to Shiskina. Stops and pops. Shiskina's shot is good, and she is contact on and falls down out of bounds. Foul on number 13, Tove Caesar. Shiskina heading to the free throw line. 5'8" senior out of Moscow. 4.5 points a game. 1.2 rebounds a contest. Shiskina, 46% shooting from the floor this season. First of a pair is good as Vio Verano gets ready to check back in for the Islanders. She's knocked down 6 triples this year. 62% from the free throw line. It was an 80% free throw shooter last season. Had struggles early going in the early non-conference slate, but they lately really turned that on. And as I say that, misses, but right on the spot is Wea McGill for the rebound and the putback. Nice heads-up play from the senior. McGill having a nice game so far. Back and forth between now the Huskies, Collins and Wilson. Back again as the Islanders are feeling a little more stingy on this defensive effort here in the second quarter. Knocked out by Westbrook. Is on the floor for a moment. Cotton has it, trying to pick it back up. Down to Collins on the baseline. Turn around, and there's not much you can do. That shot was nearly decided. It said, you know what, I'm going to fall right in there as Criswell gets to the front quickly for the Islanders. Pass over to Westbrook. Too strong. Right into the hands of Ollie. Ollie takes it, but Migrea Aguado comes up from behind, knocks it out. Paige Allen and Vio Verano are back in for the Islanders. Westbrook's going to take a well-deserved break as number 25, Migrea Aguado, also out. 7:46 remaining before halftime, and Collins looking for a teammate that's open and tipped out by Vio Verano. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. 19-15 Islanders, 7:42 to go before halftime. Wilson works out, calling out the offense, trying to get somebody to come over. Wants a pass inside to Cotton and feeds her. Cotton feeds on a high-low, and that play worked to perfection. It reminds me a lot of Stephen F. Austin on that high-low game that they like to run. That's kind of a different version of it. It's Verano in the front, waiting, going to find somebody open, and she will pull the trigger from anywhere. Verano will, the senior out of Barcelona. Graduated, and that shot from Verano is good. Jada Whitner ready to sub in for the Islanders. Verano graduated, as I mentioned just a second ago, in December. Taking some classes still and wants to play professionally after this season's over, but the Islanders looking to repeat as they did, were co-champs with Southeastern last year. Wilson working, wants a screen. Got McGill on her. Goes up, stops. Shot a little strong. Knocked out of bounds by Shiskina. 6:39 remaining. As McGuire's back in for number 11, Joe Ollie. Anu Wilstead ready to come in. Wilstead's going to go for Shiskina. Collins and Wilson remain on the floor, along with Caesar. Cotton. And Cotton shot a little off the side, and they're going to get a whistle. And 2 shots coming up. They're going to get it on William McGill. Amy Cotton, 5.7 points a ball game, 5.5 rebounds a game for the 6-foot-tall junior forward out of South Australia. 40% shooting from the floor, 21 from downtown, 70% free throw shooter. She was 7 of 10 coming into tonight's game. Cotton with 20 assists, 13 blocks, one of the top shot blockers on that roster. And when she gets a hold of one, you know it's because she makes a lot of solid contact. 9 steals, had 63 points coming into the game. Makes the second of the pair. It's 21-18, a 3-point ball game. Whitner now working the point for the Islanders, feeds to Verano. Verano out to McGill. McGill with the drive. McGill had it knocked out of her hands, turns around, and Collins picks it up, feeds to McGuire. McGuire with a no-look pass over to Caesar, and then back. Each team playing tough so far and trying to play fast. Collins wanted to pull the trigger. Or either that or was a nice fake. She's going to work. Knocked out by Paige Allen. Right into the hands of William McGill, and here's Whitner. Over to Wilstead. Cross court to McGill. Launching a long shot for William McGill. Shot is good. And that's a triple for William McGill, her 3rd of the season. Nice shot from William McGill. Get a little more confident in those. Wilson with a drive straight in and had it knocked away. Verano into the front. Quickly stop and pop for Verano. A little strong. Right into the hands of McGuire. Feeds up to Wilson. Wilson's got a clear path up in there and was able to lay that in around the world. And good. 24-20 now. 5:17 to go. Near an immediate timeout. As Verano into the front after the pass from Jada Whitner. Behind the back. And it's going to roll out of bounds. It's one of those passes where they're trying to feed it, and the no-look pass sometimes catches your teammate off guard. 5:04 to go. Westbrook's going to come in for William McGill. 5:04, as I said. So next dead ball, we will have a media timeout. That's Wilson. Wants to hit McGuire, does. McGuire cleared some space, stops, back around. Cotton for another long triple attempt. That's in and out. Paige Allen comes down with it, hits to Verano. Verano all the way down. Back around Whitner. Inside Westbrook. Out. Wilstead for a wide open 3. Wilstead shot a little strong. Paige Allen comes down with a rebound. Allen's able to get the putback. Paige Allen with 6 points. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block so far tonight with Paige Allen. McGuire with a catch and shoot, and that's good as well. McGuire answers back with a triple. 3-point ball game. 4:18 remaining. 26-23. Well, this is going right in line with something I mentioned just a second ago. All 4 of the last 5 of these games have been decided by single-digit points. No team has been able to get further ahead than 4. And Westbrook was fouled by McGuire, and she's pleading her case that I got all ball after the foul on Enya McGuire. Westbrook's first of a pair rattled home. Westbrook now with 4 points. 1 of 4 shooting from the forward. 3 rebounds, an assist, and a block. The second from Westbrook's not there. Tipped out of bounds. They're going to say off the fingertips of D. Collins. Collins has been a force defensively down there for the Huskies. 5 rebounds in the game, 2 steals, 8 points, 4 of 8 shooting from the floor for Dee Collins. And it's clear to see tonight how good of a shooter she is and how she leads the conference. And that's a second triple tonight for Vio Verano. Verano with 8 points, 3 of 5 shooting from the floor. Nice play right there. As the Islanders had a trap going on. The long 3 attempt from Cotton is, that's Caesar. Caesar was able to answer back with a triple for the Huskies' own. Still a 4-point game, 30-26. Allen wants to work down inside to Westbrook. It wasn't there. Feeds to Aguado. Aguado down the baseline. Throws back out to Verano. Up to Whitner. Now to Paige Allen. Wrap around 3 is good. Hockey assist from Verano to Whitner to Allen. Islanders push it back up 33-26. This has been a fun game so far, and I know it's the only game on tap tonight. We'll take a look ahead coming up at halftime. Islanders trying to force the ball out off the fingertips of Caesar. And the Islanders get a possession out of that. Islanders are 7-4 this season after the non-conference slate. The Huskies are 5-6. Huskies had the 5th strongest net rating of a schedule this year. I mean, tough. Picked up a great road win by single digits over Wichita State. Aguado's left-handed shot off the rim is good. Mireya Aguado coming in off the bench. She's been that 6th man for the Islanders all season. Had a starter too. Didn't like it, Coach. I really don't like starting. I want to come on off the bench so I can get a better feel for the game. And Coach Chadwick doesn't have a problem doing that at all now. As Collins trying to work inside, feeds over to Caesar. Aguado trying to fight through a double team. Collins launching a shot at the buzzer, off the rim. And the officials are stopping play for a moment. It did come off the rim. They're going to check and see maybe real quick. What they're going to say is off the Islanders, so it's Huskies ball. 2:04 remaining. Inside to Collins. Collins working with Paige Allen. Fights, and there's a pass right to Mireya Aguado. He's trying to get it to Hannah Fields. Out, Verano, down the baseline. Stops and pops. And finds the friendly roll home. Verano in double figures. Leading scorer in the ballgame so far, now with 10 points. It's Collins. Cross court now to Fields. Feeds down to Caesar for a corner 3. It did everything but go in, but Collins is able to get it. Unable to find the hole on that one. Westbrook down with the rebound and feeds to Whitner. To Aguado, down to Paige Allen inside. Islanders like to work out. Verano again. Hits to Westbrook, back to Verano. Back to Westbrook. Off the right side, unable to get it to fall. Verano tripped up somehow, gets back up. Here come the Huskies quickly as Wilson takes it all the way. Unable to get it again, right off of Westbrook's face. It's one of those ones. That didn't feel good. Aguado splitting defenders. Take it straight to the basket. The left-handed roll and in, and an and one coming up for Mireya Aguado. Foul call on number 13, Caesar. 53 seconds left. Back in is number 2, Timmy Criswell, for number 24, Vio Verano. Paige Allen coming over for a moment. And they're going to talk to associate head coach Roxanne White. The and one coming up for Aguado is not there. And Collins comes down with a rebound. She's picked up her 7th rebound of the contest. Collins with another half to go, looking towards a double-double in this game tonight. As Cotton had it knocked out, and that's going to call the foul on Westbrook. And Westbrook's face said it all from my vantage point. I was like, okay, Westbrook, okay, you got me. 38 seconds left before halftime. Islanders pulled away a little. 39-26. 25 points here in the second quarter. A 9-0 run, the last 2:56 for the Islanders. Down in the corner to Collins. Back right to Caesar. off the basket and unable to find it again. They've had a great couple opportunities 2 or 3 times now. Criswell. Shot clock is about a half a second faster than the game clock. So Islanders are going to hold on to the last possession. As Aguado working around, holding on. 7 seconds to go. Aguado with a Euro pop. Aguado found the basket. Shot clock is off. There's one. Wilson tries to launch it, unable to get it to find the other end very well. 41-26 at half. Championship. Both teams are. Huskies ball to get the third quarter underway, and here we are. It's Criswell and Wilson. Nice battle so far in this ball game. What team comes out to start the third quarter strong will be an important factor. And that Wilson, that shot looked for a moment like it was going to bounce off the opposite side of the rim. Gravity said, hey, we'll take you back the other way. And Wilson starts the scoring off in the third quarter. It's 41-28. Verano points, wants a lane, stops and pops. Verano's shot not there. Rebound comes to Cotton. It's to Collins, who has 8 points and 7 rebounds in this contest. Hands off Wilson. McGuire out to a long, wide open shot, unable to fall it down. Here comes Westbrook running into Wilson between Collins. They called it on Kennedy Wilson. I was waiting for the indication. I did not see the official, so trying to find that from my vantage point. Now, Criswell works for the Islanders. Over to Paige Allen. Wilstead trying to clear the room. Feeds down inside to Westbrook. Out. Wide open Verano for a three. A little strong. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies ball. 8:50 remaining here in the third. 41-28. Islanders looking for their first basket. They're 0 of 2 so far in the third quarter. Criswell and Wilson. Wilson works around. McGuire flashed open for a moment. Now has it. Feeds to Cotton. Wants to work to high-low down inside again. But it closed up. Down again inside, and they're going to get Wilstead on the foul. First team foul for the Islanders here in the third quarter, and the first one on Wilstead tonight. Back around is McGuire. Now feeds to Wilson, guarded by Paige Allen, and Wilson starts to drive. Kicks out to a wide open Cotton for a three, and that's a tad strong. Westbrook had it. Collins comes up and steals it out of her hands. Wilson had a shot clock violation. Great hustle, great play from the Huskies on that possession. To get a second opportunity, just unable to get the shot off in time. Nice conference I'm sure they had in the locker room. Head coach Donna Finney has their team fired up, playing pretty sharp so far here in the third quarter. As Allen wants it. Stops, feeds back to Wilstead now. Islanders working a little bit more of the clock. That pass intended toward Westbrook. Collins with a high pass down. Unable to get it. Feeds it back out. Here's Verano. Verano all the way down. Stops, loses the handle on the ball. It was tipped out by the Huskies, but the official said it's off of Verano. Aguado subbed in for Anu Wilstead. Dan's not happy about the call, but it's always that way. They either love it or hate it. McGuire crosses the line. Bounce pass quickly over to Caesar. Back to Cotton and now around to Wilson. Collins had been left open for a minute. Pass out. High three-point attempt, just a little strong. Allen pulls down the rebound. Here's Jada Whitner ready to come back in for the Islanders. whistle for a moment. And Aguado ready to sub in. Has to get it, does. Gets it to Westbrook and goes right back to Aguado. Paige Allen. 9 points, 3 of 4 shooting this afternoon. Hands back out to Miguel Aguado. 6:57 remaining here in the third as Aguado at the top. Stops, back to Paige Allen. Allen working. Allen points in the paint. Working very well for Paige Allen. She's in double figures with 11. Up quickly to Caesar. Islanders trying to force a lot of turnovers right as soon as they cross the midcourt line. And Huskies working really well to break it. Find an open man. There's a wide open Temp for a second. And now McGuire launches it. It's short. Westbrook pulls the rebound down and feeds back to Criswell. Up to Aguado. Shakes one way, back out. Paige Allen had it down to Aguado. And a foul call on number 12. She did her fingers backwards for a moment. It's called on Cotton. Cotton with her second personal foul tonight. It's the second team foul for the Huskies here in the third quarter. Paige Allen with a friendly roll. Off the back iron front, back around again. 44-28. Allen second is good. Paige Allen having a great game tonight. Allen, of course, the senior out of Kansas City, Missouri. 13 points. Cotton back to McGuire. It's Wilson holding on to it for a moment. He's back to Cotton. Down inside, and there's a pass stolen by the Islanders into the hands of Jada Whitner. Aguado able to hang on to that and keep her balance and not fall out of bounds. Goes back to Paige Allen. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Islanders. Allen's calling for a screen. Now over to Criswell, the transfer from SMU for the Islanders. He's done a nice job. Criswell going to launch a three. A little strong. Goes right back out. Whitner had it. Tipped up. McGuire able to come out of traffic with it. Runs into the front court. Quickly hits Wilson for a wide open three for the Huskies. And did not get the friendly roll. Westbrook comes down with it. And Wilson with a blocking foul. Tried to establish position in front of Westbrook. Wilson's picked up her second. Anu Wilstedt's in. Paige Allen out. Wea McGill in. Criswell's out for the Islanders. And in also is number 3, Erin McGuire, the redshirt freshman, sister of Enya McGuire. McGill unable to hang on to that one. Here come the Huskies. And Westbrook saw it, throws it back to Collins, runs into the scorer's table. Donna Finney picks her up. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Tipped away by Westbrook again. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with you. 4:56 remaining here in the playoff. Collins looking to inbound and get the second half of the third quarter underway and feeds to Erin McGuire, who can hit a bunch of threes as well. McGuire sisters on the court together at the same time. Feeds down inside to Cotton with a reverse move, up and under, and Cotton able to bank it off the window. 45-30 Islanders over the Huskies. Each team with 4 points here in the third quarter. Whitner with a three, and Whitner's shot is good. Jada Whitner has had 4 games in a row with at least 2 threes made in each of those ball games. Did that 13 times last year. That ball tipped loose on the ground. Whitner's fingers that tipped affected that one as Aguado comes out of it, takes it all the way to the basket and laid it right in. Timeout on the floor from Donna Finney. Islanders.
If you don't stand up for something.
Back in Corpus Christi after the timeout from head coach Donna Finney. The Huskies will have 3 left. The Islanders with all 4 left. And that pass trying to feed down the side to hit up to Cotton and out of bounds. Turnover on the Huskies. And not exactly what they wanted to see. And now checking in for the first time is McCullough. Bagayagu checking in for the first time for the Huskies tonight. She is the freshman from Sweden. Widner working back around for the Islanders. McGill for another three. McGill's shot rattled in and out, but Paige Allen pulls down the rebound. Blocked by Collins. Comes out of the traffic. Collins all the way up down to Caesar. Works back around to Erin McGuire. Enya on the bench for a moment. 17 left on the shot clock for the Huskies. As Caesar bounce pass to Cotton. Outside. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Feeds back around. Caesar with the drive. Right hand floater off the front of the rim and finds the opening. Drops down inside. 7 points tonight for Caesar. Zaguado inside the paint. Kicks out to Paige Allen. Now over to Jada Whitner for the Islanders. Guarded by Erin McGuire. Whitner. Paige Allen. Now to Aguado with a drive. Wrap pass out to Whitner for a wide open three. Jada Whitner shot in and out. Rebound comes down to Bagayagu. McGuire with Whitner. Number 3 on number 3. It stops. Little floater shot. That finds an opening as well. Erin McGuire gets her first points of the ball game. It's 50-34. HCU 3 of 4 on their last shots. Islanders Thompson at 3, not there. Comes back around as Wilstead takes a drive. Left hand a little strong. Rebound comes down to Bagayagu. And hits back to Erin McGuire. Over to D. Collins on the right wing. Collins trying to find an open teammate. Direct in traffic. Now feeds over to Cotton. One of the high-low game again. Westbrook ready to sub back in with the pass down to Bagayagu. Shot finds an opening as well. Bagayagu gets her first points. Timeout, Royce Chadwick. 3 field goal percentage, the fifth and 3 field goals made. The Islanders are 5 of 15 from downtown tonight. The Huskies 3 of 14. Westbrook back in the ballgame now for the Islanders. Hands to Aguado. Over to Wilstead. Pass over to Paige Allen. Guarded by Collins. Wants to work inside to Westbrook. Out. Jada Whitner for a wide open 3. This one falls home for Jada Whitner. Whitner with 6 points, and that's 5 games in a row for Jada Whitner with at least 2 threes made. Collins to Erin McGuire. She's going to launch a 3. She close to knocking that one down. Just a little short off the front of the rim. Tipped up to Wilstead. Going up. Wanted the foul call. Out of her hands and out of bounds. It's Huskies ball. No, pardon me. It's going to be Islanders ball. I believe the Islanders thought it was out. They're going to say she got all ball. Okay. Wilstead. The pass over. Back over to Whitner. Guarded by Erin McGuire. And trying to argue her case that she hit the ball. Her first personal 4th team foul with 1:11 remaining. 53-36. 6 threes tonight for the Islanders. 6 of 16 for 37%. And that's the 5th team foul. On number 22, Bagayagu. One of the more interesting names I've seen in college basketball in quite a while. The freshman from Sweden, Makola, her first name, is Paige Allen at the free throw line. Again, and Allen, nice job tonight. 6 rebounds for the Islanders. An assist, a steal, a block, a personal foul, and a turnover. 14 points, 4 of 6 shooting from the floor. Paige Allen is 6 of 6 from the free throw line tonight with 15 points. Leading scorer in the ball game for both teams. Subbing in is number 11, Joe Ollie, for number 14, D. Collins. Collins going to go take a seat. Collins nearing a double-double, 8 points, 9 rebounds tonight. It's Erin McGuire. Erin McGuire in the backcourt. Bezo, and going to over and back. The officials right there on it. The Islanders have been stingy with that all night long, and they finally get one to work their way on the Huskies. The Huskies been battling through it, though. You got the younger sister, Erin McGuire, working it. Westbrook. They're going to call an offensive foul on number 3, Jada Widner. And Widner got the wrong end of the deal and wound up on the floor. 49 seconds remaining in the quarter. Islanders leading 55-36. This is 12 straight consecutive games for the Islanders scoring at least 50 points in a game this season. Bagayegu back to McGuire. McGuire throws it back to Bagayegu. Hit it. Caesar wants to pull the trigger, feeds to Joe Ollie. McGuire, 9 seconds on the shot clock, launching a 3 from the right wing. McGuire off the glass and good. 55-39. 18 seconds left in the corner as Aguado going to hold on to it. Clock down to 13 as the shot clock is off here in the third quarter. Aguado with a drive, takes it, left back to Westbrook. Westbrook fouled. And 2 shots coming up for the Graduate. Foul on number 11, Joe Ollie. Ollie had picked up her second. No player for either team in foul trouble tonight so far. 10 minutes to go. As the fourth quarter coming up shortly. First of a pair for Westbrook is good. She has 6 points now. 5 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 2 assists. A block, a turnover, and a personal foul as Jada Widner's out. Timmy Criswell back in for the Islanders. McGuire runs up, and there's Paige Allen with 1 second left, launching a half-court shot off the side of the glass. And at the end of 3 completed, Corpus Christi 3 for the Huskies tonight. Points in the paint nearly identical. The Islanders 22, Huskies 20. Inbound pass from Wilstead, gets the Islanders underway was to Criswell. Back to Wilstead now on the left wing. Wilstead waiting, trying to find somebody open, and works back around to Paige Allen. Shot clock down to 15 seconds as the Islanders, as Criswell tries to find an opening. Goes back to Westbrook. Westbrook gets the drive. Westbrook goes up. Westbrook banks it in. Nick teetered on the back iron for a few seconds. Thought for a moment. We've seen some of those go off either side, but able to find the opening. Bagayegu back to McGuire. Back inside now to Caesar. Guarded by Criswell. Ollie now to the left wing. Guarded by Aguado. Trying to find somebody inside. Finds Bagayegu. Turns around. Pretty shot. Unable to get it up there. Westbrook with a rebound. Feeds to Aguado. Takes it all the way in and finds the opening. Aguado off the bench tonight with 10 points. 3 Islanders in double figures. As this game is getting out of hand for the Islanders, and that Islanders defense has been stingy tonight. Working pretty well. 61-39, 8:53 to go. Islanders on a 4-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Bagayegu. It's to Aaron McGuire. Bagayegu back to McGuire. Going to try to find an opening. And in the travel, That ball got knocked away for a moment. Cotton, one of those great players for the Huskies so far this season. 8th in rebounds, 3rd in blocks in the Southland. Behind McGill, who's on the bench for the Islanders for the moment. Wilstead launching another 3. Wilstead's triple is good. 64-39. 7th triple of the ball game for the Islanders. Back around now to Cotton. Back inside to Caesar, trying to work a little space, unable to get it. Allen with the rebound. Allen did not give up position down low. Works up as Ollie right in her hip pocket. William McGill, as I mentioned just a second, ready to step in. Stop, bounce pass back to Westbrook. Out, Criswell. Works around. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to get McGuire on another foul. And she's not happy with the calls. Felt she had all ball on that. McGill in for the Islanders as Westbrook takes the seat. In is number 10, Hannah Fields. And out with Caesar. Wilstead looking to inbound. Feeds it to McGill. It's back to Paige Allen. 7:50 to go in the ball game. Islanders leading 64-39. Inside, tipped away by Cotton. Hits to Holly, and there's McGuire into the front quickly. Let's this offense show back up those back out wide open. Bagayegu unable to pull that high pass down. And McGuire runs this. I'll knock that down myself, and she's getting up a little slow. And she might have rolled an ankle on that one. Islanders quickly in the front as Allen with a stop and pop. Kicks out to Aguado. Aguado back to Paige Allen. Inside the line for a 2. And it's short. McGill trying to fight for the rebound. Tied up. Jump ball. First one of the night, by the way. Kennedy Wilson's going to come back in the ball game for number 3, Aaron McGuire. It'll be Islanders ball. No, excuse me, check that. Huskies ball. Wilstead thought it was Islanders ball. Was watching her for the moment go to the baseline. Demoya Pugh says no. It's the other way. Wilson back to Bagayegu. Works inside, had it tipped out. Loose ball again, Bagayegu. And Wilstead falls on top of her. And Wilstead felt the effects of that one. Landed right on top of Bagayegu. Glad both of them are getting up okay. 7:05 to go. Shiskina is going to sub in for Wilstead. Here comes number 3, Jada Whitner as well. Whitner's going to go in for number 25, Migre Aguado. Aguado 5 of 7 from LaFleur, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal tonight. A well-deserved break, and they're going to feed it back to Criswell. Here come the Islanders with 7 minutes to go in the game. It's Shiskina. Back to Allen. Islanders working clock on these possessions here in the fourth. Bagayegu with Shiskina. Over to Allen. High-low inside, and Shiskina is fouled. Trying to get a pass down inside. On number 12, Amy Cotton. Cotton's picked up her 3rd. It's a second team foul for the Huskies here in the fourth quarter. Shiskina with an up. Shiskina shot off the mark. Bagayegu down with a rebound. Comes out of traffic as Criswell trying to knock it out. Tipped it up and right into the hands of Paige Allen. Back to Criswell. Criswell Euros. Shot off the window and good. Between 2 defenders. Criswell, the transfer in from SMU, had an opportunity to go play for Donna Fanny and the Huskies. Chose the Islanders. She's been fun to watch. Foul on number 11, Joe Ollie. Oh, pardon me, check that. They called it on Paige Allen. Paige Allen's picked up her 2nd personal foul. It's the first team foul for the Islanders here in the fourth. Cotton with a floater. Drops in. 66-43. 6:06 to go in the ball game. Cotton with 8 points along with Dee Collins. 3 of 6 from LaFleur. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 assists. 4 rebounds. A steal and a block tonight for Amy Cotton. And there's a steal by Amy Cotton. Trying to pass that inside to William McGill. Takes it all the way herself, out of her hands, and rolls out of bounds. 5:44 to go. Kennedy Wilson to inbound. Feeds over to Joe Ollie. Ollie takes it in, blocked by McGill, but they're going to call the foul. I think McGill had an opportunity to block that shot first when her arm, after the block, her arm comes down and hits her on the arm. Second team foul for the Islanders. They've outscored the Huskies 9-4 here in the quarter, and 2 shots coming up for Joe Ollie. 41% free throw shooter coming into the ball game. Knocks the first down. 3.5 points, 3.3 rebounds a contest for the sophomore out of Luxembourg. Had 2.6 rebounds, a block and a steal in the last game. Missed the second. McGill pulls the rebound down, feeds Criswell up the court quickly to a wide open Jada Whitner for 3, and it's a tad short. McGill tips it up, back out, and Islanders get a second possession. Islanders hit it over. There's a fight for the ball. Hannah Fields comes out of it. Her battling with Jada Whitner, takes it all the way in and drops in. Whitner's going to come out of the ballgame here in a second. She works up into the front. Inside, McGill. McGill still rolled up under Amy Cotton, and Cotton couldn't quite get up on her. That looked a little dangerous for a moment. Aguado and Wilstead are going to go back in for the Islanders as Shiskina and Whitner are out. Wilstead's going to head to the baseline for the Islanders. Criswell was there for a moment, and Wilstead said, I got it. 5:07 remaining here in the ballgame. 66-46 is Aguado. Back around. Criswell. Wilstead. Islanders have 8 seniors on this team. You can tell by the way they play in this ballgame. Because that senior right there, Mireya Aguado, having a good game. Aguado takes it all the way, unable to get that finish. Allen comes back out with a second opportunity again, feeds out for a wide open 3, and it's off the mark. Tipped up again. This time Wilson comes out of the pack with it after a tip out. Kicks out. Ollie down the baseline. Throws back to a wide open Kennedy Wilson. Nobody covered her for a moment. Now Ollie's going to hang on. 4:32 to go. Tipped out by Criswell. Ollie picks it back up. 14 to shoot. Ollie off the window and in. Joe Ollie has picked up her first field goal of the ball game. 1 of 2 from the free throw line with an assist and 2 steals. Huskies have had a couple of those knock in there tonight. Right off the window. And a nice play. Aguado with the assist. Wilstead with a basket. 7 points for Anu Wilstead. 3 of 8 shooting. 1 of 4 from downtown. And that's a collision that you do not want to see happen this late in the ball game as Paige Allen and Hannah Fields. A timeout. She's picked up her third. It's the third team foul for the Islanders here in the quarter. Huskies is Wilson, guarded by Timmy Criswell, trying to clear some spot and space. Tipped out from Criswell from behind. It hits to Wilstead, comes up to Criswell. Criswell starts to drive with a floater, just a wide shot, but Wilson comes down with a rebound. Feeds over to Bagayegu. Aguado really right there. There was a pass trying to feed it, and Wilstead saves it from going out of bounds. Feeds up to Allen. Here's Aguado for the Euro. Back to William McGill, and McGill's in double figures with 11. 4 Islanders in double figures now. 70-48. Islanders have been allowing about 55 points per game this season with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Pretty close to that. HCU trying to get past that mark. Islanders with the second best defense in the Southland Conference. And that shot from Bagayegu not any good. Nice attempt though. Nice look. Just a little short off that front side of the rim. It's Allen. Worked in, back out, hits to Criswell. And the Islanders in the portion of the game where they're going to start taking a lot of time off the clock. It's not a friend to the Huskies. Inside, Paige Allen. I'll shoot that. A little strong. McGill with a rebound off that back iron. Forces it up. Can't get it to go. Last touch by the Huskies and out of bounds. It's Shiskina and Whitner ready to come back in. And Bruna Angera ready to sub in. 14 going in for number 30, Anu Wilstead. Bruna Angera, the 6'2" sophomore center out of El Mugrero, Spain. Here comes number 21, Maya Ellis, the 5'8" junior out of Chesterfield, Virginia. And number 22, Claudia Diaz, 6'3" freshman out of Valencia, Spain. Aaron McGuire back in, Kennedy Wilson out. And number 10, Andrea Montesinos, the 5'8" freshman from Valencia, Spain as well. So a line change for the Islanders as Whitner had just subbed in. And head coach Roy Tabick said, okay, I'll take you out for a moment. Shiskina's going to stay on the floor. Maya Ellis. Ellis to inbound. 3 Spanish players on the court for the Islanders, a Russian and an American. Diaz and Montesinos, the freshman pair from Valencia. Angera in her second season. So they had taken a timeout for a moment away from the Islanders. They have given it back. The Islanders with 3 timeouts. As Montesinos takes the pass, feeds over to Angera. Montesinos launching a 3. Montesinos knocks her first triple in her college career. And sheer scream of pleasure from that young lady as she made that shot. She's been practicing and trying to work on those so much. It's now Cotton with Angera on her. Wrap pass down inside to Bagayegu with a turnaround. Bagayegu shot, unable to find it. Angera pulls the rebound down. Hits Montesinos. Up the court quickly to Shiskina. Spin. Throws it up. Unable to get it to fall. This time the rebound comes down to number 10, Hannah Fields. Up the court with 1:44 to go. It was Erin McGuire. Dribbling it out for a moment. Trying to set up the offense and find an open teammate. And Amy Cotton. Looks like she's having a little rough go of it. They're going to bring number 13, Tove Caesar, back in the ballgame as Cotton, I think, twisted or rolled her ankle. She's going to go over and talk to the trainer for a moment. You see down at the end of the bench. 15 seconds to shoot for the Huskies with 1:33 remaining. Pass there to Ollie. Ollie with the drive. Ollie picks up the foul. Claudia Diaz picks up the foul. Her first personal. 4th team foul for the Islanders with 1:29 remaining. And Ollie, 3.5 points, 3.3 rebounds, a contest, and has 3 points tonight with a 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Unable to knock the first of the pair down. Islanders have outscored the Huskies 16-9 so far in the quarter. Second rattled in and out. Shiskina pulls down the rebound for a moment. It looked like it bounced off the court, off of her fingertips, unable, as she was looking up the court, out of bounds. So the Huskies get a break and the ball in their front court. With a fresh 20 in 1:27. Bounce pass in, hits McGuire. That was one of those nice design plays. McGuire steps in. It just rocked in and out. Diaz, 6'3", pulls down that rebound and hands back to Montesinos. Cross court now from Ellis to Diaz. And Montesinos back across to Diaz at the top, inside to Angera. And there's a foul called. Called it on Caesar. Her 3rd personal and the 4th team foul with 1:06 remaining in the ball game. Down inside to Montesinos, little left-hand floater, unable to get it, and she's fouled. And the Husky players are looking like, what happened? They called a hit on the arm. 2 shots coming up for Andrea. Montesinos has not seen a lot of action so far this season. He's played in 7 games, averaged about 6 minutes per game. 5 assists, 3 turnovers, a steal, and 2 points on the year. And Montesinos with 3 points tonight. The second of a pair is no good. Tipped back up in the hands now into number 13, Caesar, and she feeds over quickly to Erin McGuire. Under a minute remaining here in Corpus. With a nice drive from McGuire. Shot with 2 strong. Fields able to try to go up and get it, and she's fouled by number 14, Bruna Angera. That's the 5th team foul with 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. Hannah Fields, 3.8 points a contest, 3 rebounds. First of a pair is good for Fields. She had 3 points, 1 of 3 from the floor, a rebound, a block, and a steal in the last ball game against Schreiner. 16 turnovers, 4 blocks, 7 steals this season. 42 points coming in, unable to get the second. And the rebound from Angera to Montesinos, and Maya Ellis with a bounce pass down to Diaz on the baseline. Looking to find an open teammate. Dribbles, works back in, turns around, off the window, unable to get it in there. Angera tries flying over the top of Bagayegu. Able to hold on to that one, stops and pops. High pass off the back iron. Tipped up out of the head. Montesinos goes flying out of bounds. And 20 seconds left with 15 left on the shot clock. 5-second difference. Down inside. Unable to get it. Diaz pulls the rebound down. Hits up to Montesinos. Maya Ellis. Back to Montesinos with 3 seconds to go as she's dribbling this one out. The Islanders are going to start this conference play off 1-0.